Hello, everybody, and welcome to the TARDIS Zone Talks. I hope to find you all very well indeed. So, let's get straight into it. So, 3 months ago, I reported that Rose Ayling Ellis was going to be announced, or was rumored to be the next companion of Ncuti Gatwa's doctor. It has been revealed today that Rose has departed Eastenders and has already filmed her final scenes. Now, we all said that the announcement of Ncuti shooting his series in November was a bit curious, to say the least. Also, I've been informed that Rose herself has started to follow RTD on Instagram. Now, this is something that I was mocked about 3 months ago from Mr. TARDIS. When I reported on this video, he actually retweeted me video and tried to make and said I basically had zero credibility. Now she's at the leaving Eastenders, she's at the liking, and she's at the following RTD on Instagram, right? I am telling you now, right? This was the last bit of information that I'd got off the two sources that ended up stabbing me in the back, right? But this was the last piece of information that I got off these people, and I reported it 3 months ago. Now, to prove that I reported it 3 months ago, if you guys go into the link description, you will find the original video there because I've linked it in the link description. The timestamp is there, the date is there. 3 months ago, I reported this. Now it's being spoken about on Doctor Who accounts on Twitter. And some have even got the cheek to kind of take credit for this news, right? Now, as Cinnamon said on Twitter, I will never get the credit, which is fair enough. It does hurt that I don't get the credit, but, you know, at the end of the day, you guys are the ones that really matter. Yous are the guys that turn up every day. Yous are the guys that listen to my streams. So let's get into this. So just bear with me for a second because I should have actually had the links ready. So just bear with me. But I see we've got Problem Being in the chat. We've got Law Thought in the chat. And we've got Cinnamon Toast Crunch also in the chat. I told you I'd be going live today, didn't I? Listen, right? I don't claim to be right all the time, right? And still, this could be nothing. But the fact that she's left Eastenders and has already filmed her scenes, and I reported on her 3 months ago. I remember there was those articles that were put out saying that RTD and Doctor Who were going to cast a lot more people in the TARDIS with disabilities, because we've heard that article where they were going to put a ramp apparently in the TARDIS, right? So this has been reported on before, but 3 months ago I reported on this. And I can't believe there are some fan pages on Twitter actually trying to take credit for stuff that I reported on. This is my story, right? And whether the sources are talking to me or not, this is the last piece of information that I got off them, right? So I reported this, and you know what? It is getting annoying that other people are taking credit for this, right? Because it's ridiculous. I mean, what do I have to bleed and do? Seriously, man. It's bad. You know, I've gotten to, look. I've gotten to the stage where I've accepted it to a certain extent, but it's bloody ridiculous. It's bloody ridiculous, mate. Right, just bear with me because I have to go into my YouTube channel. There we go. Right. Right, because I want to show you. I want to show you something. So here is the links. Show more, please. So this is the YouTube. Right, so I'll pause it, right? And I'll show you the date on this video. Because as I said, you know, the worst thing that I've done is done Doctor Who rumors, and I've put them in generic videos, but I've never did them separate to most of the rumors because I'd get some stuff and I'd be streaming and I'd report on the rumors. But this one I made sure I did a separate video for, right? So there it is there. You should see it on the screen, right? Why can't I see where the date is? I can see it on my phone, but I can't see it here. That's weird, man. When did that start happening? Anyway, there's the video, right? So we'll just get past the little bits that I added to the video, right? And we'll just get to the part where we need to get to. So just bear with me. But if you go in, you will see when it was actually, I have a screenshot. So there it is. Rumour actress Rose Ayling Ellis, best known for playing Frankie Lewis on EastEnders, rumoured to be cast as new companion. There it is in black and white. Literally black and white. All right. So then I put up our profile. All right, just to show everybody. Then I put up pictures of her just to show everybody. So there she is there, right? And I said, remember, this is just a rumor. Take with a pinch of salt, as I always do. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know what you guys think. The video got over 400 views. And there you go. Some people actually commented in there at the time. And obviously some of you at the time were kind of not happy at the fact that we were going to have a companion that was deaf in the TARDIS. But, you know, that's another conversation for another day. But the main point of this is I reported on this 3 months ago. Did you all see that? Yeah? Did you all see that? Did I screen share that time? Sorry, did I screen share that? Just let me know, because if I didn't screen share it, I'll screen share it again. But here, I'll show you the screenshot, because I do have a screenshot of the exact video. So you see in the title of the video. So I'll show you the screenshot, right? This time, because I remember Lee saying to me, make sure that you back yourself up this time. And that's what I did do. And Cheryl's been telling me to do the same as well. See, sometimes I get information while I'm streaming, and I just did it on live streams. And it's very hard to remember which live stream I actually broke the news on. But this one I made sure I did a separate video on. But here is the screenshot now. Hold on. Lee says they saw the video. Grant. But I just want to show the screenshot to verify it even further, right? So should come up on screen there. So hopefully you'll be able to see that. So as you can see there, the video was dropped on May 14th, 2022. So I reported this before anybody else was even talking about or the media was even talking about it. And again, as I said, that particular person decided that they're going to rip the piss out of me. I don't look at, as I said anyway, whatever information I get, I'll just throw out there. I have no agenda, right? I always say to take the rumor with a pinch of salt. I don't say it's fact. I never do. But the thing about it is, right, and what's been a common occurrence on this channel, and anybody that's been following me for day one can back me up on this. I will report on something, and whether it's a few weeks or a few months later, it's reported on, right? It's reported on by media outlets out there. Now, as I said, apparently some accounts out there have claimed that she is now following RTD on Instagram and even liked the post of his. Now, if that is true, well then, I'm telling you, man, it's a shoe-in. It's a shoe-in. But as I said, we reported this, and let's see what happens. Apparently now as well, I think she's signed up for, if true, there was rumours that she was signed up or is signing up for Strictly Come Dancing. And another thing as well, here's the thing, in EastEnders, obviously, she's deaf and she played a deaf character. That doesn't necessarily mean that when she comes to Doctor Who that she will play a deaf character. Now, I've said, listen, I don't watch EastEnders that much. I'm not going to lie. Not nowadays, I don't. But I have seen her in it, and I've seen episodes with her in it. And I have to say, she is an absolutely brilliant actress. She's very convincing. I would have no doubt that her and Ncuti would actually be a great duo. I think she is a great choice personally. I know people will have their issue, because, the fact that she is a deaf person, and the fact that, BBC and articles have been made that Doctor Who is going to diversify a little bit more and include more disabilities. Maybe it's in direct response to the way Chris Chibnall handled Tolson Cole's character Ryan Sinclair. But don't jump the gun with this casting, because I will tell you, if it does happen, she is a great actress. She is a great actress, and she will fit in absolutely superbly in Doctor Who. I think it'll be one of the best casting choices that will be made if she is chosen to be the next companion. But to all the people out there that mocked me when I broke this story because of a certain Twitter account out there, actually, I'll just say it, Mr. TARDIS, right? I hope you are listening now, and I hope you are looking. And Mr. TARDIS, if this does happen, I do expect you to give me a full apology, public apology. I know you won't, but that's what you should do. I deserve a public apology, because the fact that you mocked me over this is actually pathetic, because you don't like me views on the current era of Doctor Who. And the reason why the channel doesn't get covered when we do this and we do get things right is because people out there believe that I am toxic and I'm this, that, and the other, and it's not true. And it is very frustrating, because, again, I know there'll be even YouTubers that I know that will report on this, but they won't mention me at all. They won't mention this channel. They won't mention me when they're reporting the news, right? They won't mention the fact that I reported this before other people reported it, right? That's just the way it is nowadays. I'm not going to hold my breath, but it does get frustrating sometimes, mate, because if this one pans out, even Cheryl said it, it's disgraceful, man. If this one pans out as well, like, what more do I have to do? I'm not asking them to bend down and kiss me feet. but a little bit of respect. You mightn't like me views on Doctor Who, but at least acknowledge the fact that I've gotten some rumour that I've gotten and I've put on the channel has actually come to fruition. That's all I'm asking. But even people that I know, when they report on this, they won't mention me name. They won't mention that I spoke about it first. You know, and it's very frustrating because I think I'm very kind on this channel, and I promote a lot of people, and I give people, you know, their due credit. Doesn't happen my way. I'm not talking about the people that are on my channel, that are on panels and stuff like that, new guys in the chat. Yous are always nice to me. Yous always acknowledge when I get something or something is reported, and I love yous for that. But Lee is saying a fact. It is fact, man. Absolutely, it's the truth, and I'm telling the truth. I'm not holding back anymore. It's both sides. Not one of them will give me credit for anything that I've done, but they'll report that they reported it first. It's sickening. It's sickening, man. And look, this mightn't even pan out, but the fact that she's left Eastenders, right? She's followed RTD, right? She's definitely going to be Ncuti's companion. I know it. I feel it deep down. Even with the articles that have been brought out the last couple of weeks talking about, you know, that the TARDIS, it needs to be upgraded and all of this. Do you remember they were talking about a ramp and stuff like that? I'm telling you, man, this is gonna happen. And she's a great actress, by the way. She is a great actress. So I hope people don't jump the gun with this one, because she is a great actress. And give her a chance, is what I say. And if you don't believe me how good she is, they have clips of EastEnders on bloody YouTube. Go and check out our character, Frankie, right? And watch our clips. She is an absolutely fabulous actress. And I tell you, if she ends up in the TARDIS with Ncuti, I'm telling you, those two are going to be amazing together. They are. So, just to recap for anybody that doesn't know, Rose Ayling Ellis has departed Eastenders. I did a video because I had gotten some information that she was going to be the next companion for Ncuti Gatwa's doctor. And at the time I reported it, I was mocked, I was slagged off, and I was told I had zero credibility. She has now departed Eastenders, and apparently she has started to follow RTD on Instagram. Do you know what, actually, while I am here, let's check out Instagram. I don't know if you can actually check who people are following on Instagram, but I'm going to check this out. Because if she has in fact followed RTD, I'm telling you, it's happening. Let's see. See, this is not like Bleeding Twitter where you could just go in and... I don't really even use Instagram anymore, to be quite honest with you. Because it's just... I don't know how you can even check that out. But obviously there's fans that are better at me when it comes to this Instagram nonsense. I'm still getting used to Instagram. Look, look, it's not even that I don't get the credit. It's like for 5 years I've been smeared and slandered in this fandom. And yes, I probably haven't helped the situation along the way. But I've learned. We all learn from our mistakes, and we learn very quickly. How to do things properly. And there are times when I was talking about the current era of Doctor Who where it may have been a little bit over the top, but that's how I was feeling at the time, and I'll always stay true to myself. But when someone reports on something that's actually, well, I have been accurate before, and now I'm reporting on an actress that has left a TV show, a big major TV show, by the way, Eastenders. I mightn't pull in the viewers that are used to it, but for an actress to leave Eastenders like that, it doesn't happen too often, right? So she's leaving for a reason, right? And to be quite honest with you, I think she's leaving because she's gone on to bigger, better things, and the bigger and better thing is Doctor Who. I'm telling you, I honestly, truly believe she will be Ncuti Gatwa's companion. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Look, I could sit here and moan about it, and it does frustrate me, as can all tell. It does, but it's not going to change, and I have to accept that. So, look, as I said, at the end of the day, right, you guys have supported me for the last 5 years, right? You guys know what I've reported on and what has come true, right? You guys know that I'm legit, right? And that I don't have any agenda when I put me stuff out. I get the information and I put it out, and that's it, right? And if it comes true, it comes true. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's no skin off my nose, right? But to be accused of being a liar and to be putting out false information, right? But when the other side do it, it's a leak or it's a rumor, but it's okay. But when I do it and I say it's a rumor, take with a pinch of salt, all Noel is saying it's fact. And that's what I don't like. It's that narrative, right? I showed you at the end of that video, right? Take this rumor with a pinch of salt. I've always said that. But as I said, I report on stuff weeks or months before anybody else does, and then the media picks up on it, and they're talking about this actress that I spoke about before everybody else. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I do find it very peculiar. If you think about the timing of our departure, and then a couple of days ago, we got the announcement that Series 14 was going to start filming in November. It's all adding up, folks. It's all adding up, man. In my head, it is anyway. I'm probably going. I'm going get 101 and getting 10 instead of 2. But I'm telling you, it just seems like the stars are aligning in the right direction. And I was laughed at. So let's see if this time, if this one comes true, we'll see if people's attitude towards this channel will change. I could tell you I highly doubt it. But it'd be nice to get some recognition off some people out there when they're reporting on this, because tomorrow all the YouTubers will be reporting, because some of them, it's a bit late for some of them now. But tomorrow, trust me, there'll be loads of these videos that will go out, and not one of them will mention the fact that I reported on this ages ago. Because they don't want me channel to get the views. They don't want me channel to be the one that breaks the news. Even when I was right, they begrudgingly turn around. No, when I actually did get something spot on 100%, right? We had people actually telling the BBC, oh, why are you giving Noel embargoed information for? Right? But I'm not getting embargoed information off the BBC, you twats. Right? I'm getting it off a source, someone inside that's leaking this information. right? They were that gel. Even when I got it right and they couldn't dismiss it or dispute it, they turned around then and turned on the BBC. Why are you giving Noel embargoed information for? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But anyway, back to the actress. What do you think, guys? Are you in favour of the casting? Do you know who she is? Have any of you seen her act? And if you have, what do you think? I know Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I think, has seen her act as well. So it'll be interesting to see what you actually think. Um, I hope they keep a short companion list. There's been too many and it's confusing at times. Plus, they don't have the time to deeply delve into any character, not even the Doctor. I do believe that if you're asking me, uh, uh, Tens Hoovian, if you're asking me um, what I think the TARDIS is going to look like this time, I think it'll just be the Doctor and a single companion. I do agree with you. I don't think there should be multiple companions because it's very hard to just, you have to focus on all of those characters. And then while you're doing that, you're obviously, you know, it's called Doctor Who. So, in fairness, you should be concentrating on the Doctor and obviously, the companion that's with him. You explore that as well, but the Doctor should be the main focus. I do agree, but we'll see what happens. I'm not sure, but I'm just going to wait and see. I'd be very happy with her, says Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I hope she's a nice person as an actress and doesn't say dumb stuff. No, she's Look, I will say this. She's an advocate for deaf people, and she does talk quite a bit about how there should be more representation on screen for deaf people. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, you know, obviously she's going to advocate because, you know, she's hearing impaired herself. So she's going to support something that's close to her and that affects her. So I have no problem with that. But you see, at the end of the day, if she is cast and the first interview she's going to do, this is all going to be brought up. But what I'm saying is, you shouldn't just judge her on those comments. Listen to, if she does get the role, listen to what she talks about Doctor Who. You know what I mean? People shouldn't focus on that. Look, we're getting into a time in the society where everybody is just fucking lost the plot, right? At the end, so what, man, if she talks about advocating for hearing impaired people, right? Okay, we got Lewis Morehouse out there, right? Who's sight impaired, isn't that what it's called, right? And they've done and look, a company has done all of this stuff so he can enjoy Doctor Who episodes. There's nothing wrong with it. Remember, our fan base is very diverse. Okay, now that doesn't necessarily mean that a show should you know automatically just lose the plot and just tick boxes for the sake of ticking boxes, right? It's got to be done properly. But I have no doubt that if she is cast, that again, RTD hasn't done this for any other reason but the fact she's a great actress. And as I said, if you haven't checked her out, you can check out Frankie Lewis, I think is her character's name on EastEnders. You can go and check out her clips on YouTube and see how great of an actress she actually is. She is brilliant. She is sensational, right? And I think she'll be an absolutely brilliant fit into the TARDIS. That's just my personal opinion. She is talented. As I said, go and check out the videos, man. Go and check out if you want to know how good of an actress she is. And I do agree with you. You should be cast based off talent. But listen, you know, RTD always cast based on talent. So I have no fear that if she is cast, it's because she was the best person to bring in. Of course, there'll be people out there that will have a different opinion on it. And you already know what that opinion's going to be. So I'm not going to get into that because, as I said, people can and are entitled to their opinions. But of course, none of us will know anything until we see what happens. And that's my stance on it. And that's the way it'll always be with me. We don't know until we see what happens. What about the dyslexic people? Doesn't this adversely affect us? Asks problem being. Again, these are all questions that can be asked after we find out what the story is with the casting, and then obviously then when we watch the show. And just even if she is cast, as I said, remember, you know, RTD doesn't normally cast based off diversity hires. He always picks the best talent out there, and she truly is a good talent, a great talent, and I think she's gonna be. I think look, she's done EastEnders. If she does Doctor Who, she will kick on after she's finished with Doctor Who. She will kick on, and she'll probably end up in Hollywood. She's that good. She'll be like Karen Gillan. She will after Doctor Who, her career will just skyrocket. She will end up, if she chooses to be, she'll end up in Hollywood. She's miles ahead in talent compared to Wooden Planks, Ryan and Yaz. I agree. I mean, there's no even competition there, Cinnamon. Same, Jack. You never see me comparing for autistic campaigning for artistic representation. Wait, who said Rose, whatever her name is being cast in who? I did. I got a rumor ages back. I've put up the screenshot. The video's in the link description. The original video where I broke this news. Now she's left EastEnders, and now there's Doctor Who accounts reporting now that she's going to be the new companion. Also, she's followed RTD on Instagram apparently, and has liked one of his posts. Now, we got the announcement that Series 14 was shooting in November. She's left EastEnders and already filmed her last scenes, right? If you put 2 and 2 together, yeah, okay, it's a long stretch right now, but the timing of her departure, the timing of the announcement of filming, and then the fact that she's followed RTD apparently on Instagram would all add up to one thing to me, right? And the reason why I say this is because anytime I've gotten information, it has, not all of it, but most of it has come to fruition. So this is why I'm so confident on this, and a lot of people in the chat would actually, swing towards that there could be some truth in this. Yeah, she runs Strictly Come Dance. Oh, so that was last year. So she did Strictly last year. So I thought it was this year. So there you go. She's free. I'm telling you, she's the new companion for Series 14. She's going to be Ncuti's companion. She's going to be Ncuti's companion. And I'm telling you. And when it happens, I'm going to come on with me big fat cigar and I'm going to brag to bits. And I never brag, but I'm going to come on and I'm going to brag. I'm going to have a whiskey. I'm going to have a big fat juicy cigar, and I'm going to call out all the little people that laughed and joked at me and says that I was talking out me backside. Well, we'll see. We will see, right? As I said, right, I get these rumors, I get these leaks, whatever you want to call them, and I report on it. That's it. That's all I've ever done. And a huge Irish mega point. Lovely. I love it. But look, we'll see what happens. Interested. This story will move because it's only broken the last we're on 41 minutes now. So the Doctor Who account start talking about it over an hour ago, right? So by tomorrow, this story is going to pick up. Loads of YouTubers are going to pick this story up, right? So I'll watch out for that. Don't be surprised if you get a couple of articles from Radio Times and stuff like that start talking. And if Radio Times and stuff start talking about her, and the rest of the media start talking about her, I'm telling you now, it's going to happen. And also, Marty did a video. Marty from MCTV did a video earlier. Do you remember we were talking about that there was a possibility of all the new Who Doctors returning, well, except for Christopher Eccleston? Well, he's reported in his latest video that Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi and Paul McGann are all going to feature in the 60th anniversary special. Exactly what we said here on this channel when we were talking about RTD. I told you that there's a possibility that all of these guys could come back. And again, it was another bit of information that I'd thrown out there. So Marty is reporting because he does a whole video. He explains the emojis and stuff like that. So go and check out Marty's video, MCTV. Let him know that I sent you along there as well. Show him a bit of support. And check out his latest video. I have gotten in contact with him to see if he would like to come on and discuss these emojis, because he can explain it better, because I'm not good with emojis. He can explain the meanings of the emojis and why he thinks Peter and Matt and Paul McGann are going to return. But this was something we spoke about on this channel again before everybody else, and it's crazy. But if this one turns out to be true, forget about Rose, Ayling, right? If this turns out to be true, I'll be doing cartwheels out my bleeding window, mate. Peter Capaldi, Matt Smith and Paul McGann with David Tennant in the 60th anniversary. Holy shit, man. That would be a sight for sore eyes. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm telling you, it's hotting up in this Doctor Who fandom now. Loads of stuff is coming out, folks. Loads of stuff is coming out, and there's going to be plenty for me to talk about now for the next few weeks, because I'm telling you, this Rose Ayling Ellis story is about to explode tomorrow. And it is going to explode tomorrow, right? Because once some of those certain accounts start talking about it, they spread it like wildfire, and then the YouTubers then will have no choice but to address it and to talk about it. And guess what? Both sides of the fandom that will report on it, not Noel Zone or the TARDIS Zone, will not be mentioned in any conversation. But it doesn't matter. That's why I did this today. I wanted to preempt all of that. Like I preempted the last time, I'm preempting this time. And I made sure I got my stream up before everybody else does theirs. So you know where the information came from. I've shown you the screenshot of the video. I've also shown you the video. It's in the link description. The report, Sky News has also reported that she's left Eastenders. Then we got the timing of Ncuti's announced the casting, the scheduling for shooting his series in November. And now we get the news that she's leaving Eastenders and has already filmed her last scenes, has followed RTD on Instagram, and apparently has liked the post also. So I'm telling ya. I'm telling ya, she's going to be the new companion. And if you want to know what she looks like, right? So you can all put, yeah, you can all, there you go, EastEnders. I won't read this article because obviously, actually, this is the article that I do have actually in the link description, but I won't read it. I'll just screen share so you can see her picture. So she's announced her departure 2 years on the show, and there she is there, and she plays Frankie Lewis, and she has a story on EastEnders that seriously, man, it very harrowing. But she's an absolute superstar. But there she is on Albert Square. She obviously got flowers and she's leaving there. But everybody is asking, is she nice, what's she like and stuff like this. Apparently she's a lovely, lovely person. And there you go. Look, I mean, look at that smile. Uh, you know, she would, I'm telling you, man, she'll be great in Doctor Who if this is true. I mean, look, she met Camilla there. She looks chuffed. And she seemed to get on very well with Danny Dyer. Look her, I mean, come on. I'm telling you now, she would be a breath of fresh air in Doctor Who. And if it is true, what a casting, I say. But there she is. That's Rose there. I know so many of them got in the muddle because her name is Rose. Obviously, I wasn't talking about Yasmin Finney's Rose, um, which uh, which we spoke about, and let's hope she smashes it as well. But at the end of the day, she looks like a smiley person. I like smiley people. I like people that have smiles on their faces all the time. And she looks like she's good fun. And apparently her and Danny Dyer were very close on set. Like he has a daughter, I think the same. She's 27. I don't know how old his daughter is, but um she's very close. She was very close to Danny Dyer because they had really intense scenes together. So he kind of took her under his wing, and a friendship was formed there. So he's very protective of her. You could see in some of those pictures that he clearly was. RTD does have a thing for the name Rose. Exactly, Lee. Exactly, but so basically every person who leaves EastEnders is on Doctor Who. Not necessarily. Billy Piper was never on EastEnders. Frigma Angiman was never on EastEnders. Catherine Tate was never on EastEnders. Or I think she was in a Children in Need special thing, but she wasn't on EastEnders. Pearl Mackie wasn't on EastEnders. None of the doctors were on EastEnders, so I don't know where you're getting that one from. The only actress that we had from EastEnders was your one that did that 42 episode. What's her face? She played Cindy in EastEnders. Oh, when you had your woman that played the Cyber Queen. But I mean, what's wrong with actors and actresses from EastEnders? I mean, EastEnders was actually decent at one stage. It was probably one of the top soaps out there. The acting in EastEnders is not actually bad. And don't forget Peggy Mitchell in Serious too. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, and as Lee said, Mandip was in Hollyoaks. Hollyoaks is a show that you don't really go and get a companion from. or a doctor. But EastEnders or Coronation Street, yeah, I have no problem. I mean, don't look at those shows were great, were written back in the day, were great, right? The writing might be great now, but the acting is still brilliant. Emmerdale was yeah, it was Emmerdale she was in, Jenna Louise Coleman. So I don't know where this is coming from, this whole, oh, another actress from East End or another person from Eastenders. Come on. And I'm not even giving out, just come on, give it a break, man. You know, Jenna Coleman came from Emmerdale and she knocked it out of the park. Whether we agreed with Clara's character, Jenna Coleman herself is a great actress. So, look, look. Again, we shouldn't. We have to be very careful here. We just have to wait and see what happens. But I'm going to tell you now, just because an actress or an actor comes from EastEnders, Emmerdale, or Coronation Street, doesn't mean that they're going to be bad. I just wouldn't have an actor or an actress from Hollyoaks, personally speaking. I think that's the worst one out of the whole lot of them. But I have no problem. And I would have no problem with her casting. And I wanted to make that absolutely clear right now. If she's cast as Ncuti's companion, I have no problem with her casting. I think she'll be absolutely fantastic, as Christopher Eccleston's doctor would say. She will be fantastic. Or, as David Tennant's doctor said, brilliant. You're brilliant. Yeah, Brookside, yeah. I remember Brookside. I'm old enough to fucking remember Brookside. Jesus, me age is coming through now. But I remember Brookside. Which soap was it? Was it Brookside where they crashed the plane on the whole housing estate or something and they killed them all? Or was that Emmerdale? But I remember there was a big plane crash or something in one. I think that was Brookside, wasn't it? Wasn't it Brookside where the plane crashed or something? So, anyway, I know, as I said, I know this will all kick off tomorrow and people will be reporting on it. But as I said, we'll keep our eye out for any more info and see if we can verify the Instagram stuff. And Emmerdale had the plane crash, says JWC Reviews. I knew it was one of them. I forget what happened at the end of Brookside, but I remember it was very dramatic as well, if I do remember. And I know in Emmerdale as well, I think they did a storm, didn't they? There was a big storm one as well. I love when they do actually do the bigger episodes. And I do tune in even though I don't watch the soaps anymore. But I will tune in for one of their bigger episodes where something or half of the cast is going to die or something like that. I'll always watch those episodes, you know. But yeah, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But as I said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And obviously, you know, if you're still loving the content, thank you very much, and I appreciate all the support that I have been getting. And you know what? One final thing, you know, you guys, you know, in particular, you know, I've been obviously reporting on stuff like this for a long time now, and you have stuck through it with me, and you know the reality of the situation when it comes to this channel and it comes to the stuff that I've actually put out there. and what I've gotten right and what I've gotten wrong, right? I don't claim to get everything right, right? But we've got the majority of the stuff that we've reported on absolutely spot on. But I just want to say to you, thank you very much for always taking it as the way it should have been, as rumor and speculation until otherwise. But I want to thank you for that, because not once have any of you ever questioned or doubted any of the stuff that I've put out there, because you always know that what I put out there, I'm not saying is fact. It's rumor and speculation. So I just want to say thank you to you all, because, you know, it's not just me that gets affected with the negativity on this channel. Obviously, some of you have been affected because this channel gets some negativity. And I just want to personally say to you guys is that, you know, I never wanted that to happen. I never wanted anybody to be in the crossfire and for stuff to pan out the way it did pan out. But if I ever contributed to any of your suffering on social media because of stuff that I had done on the channel, I just want to apologize now. You know, I've done that before anyway. It was never my intention to rile anybody up in this fandom. I just wanted to give me opinions on a TV show that had gone horribly wrong. But because of that, there were consequences, and you know, it's a tough one, because I know a lot of people have said I should never have to apologize because it's not my fault. And you are right, it's not my fault. But I do feel a little bit of responsibility, because obviously I do run a channel and I do have a lot of support, and some of you have been attacked because you have supported me. So, you know, I just want to say thank you for sticking by me, because I know it's been tough for some of you, but you stuck by me. And I think we've come out the other side now, and I think everything is improving, and I think everything is settled down anyway. And you know, we're actually enjoying what we're doing here now. Jack says, you gave me confidence to do YouTube. I really appreciate that, Jack, you saying that. But remember, you know, as I said to Daniel, you know, you always had it inside you, mate. You always had it inside you. Um, People just need a little bit of encouragement. That's it. But it's already inside you. So, you know, give yourself credit for doing that, because it takes a lot of balls to do YouTube and to have the confidence to do it. But you did it. You did it. So you should be proud of yourself. And like I said to Dan, he should be proud of himself too. And Gobby Guy, you know, for to take down a channel and to start from scratch and to come back up the way he has, that's unheard of, really, on YouTube. And the fact that he's done it is absolutely amazing. So again, that's all down to him. Determination, hard work, you know, and credit where credit is due. You all should be tapping yourselves on the back. All there is, look, so say with me, I got a bit of encouragement, you know, by people like Lee, Gary from Neurotics, other people that I don't talk to anymore. But, you know, there are people behind the scenes giving me encouragement, you know, and that helped me. So, you know, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Lee and others when I wanted to throw it all and pack it all up. So, you know, when you've got a good close knit group of friends around you that have your back, it makes things a lot easier too. So remember, you guys did it all yourselves. All I did was just give you a little bit of encouragement. But the fact that you're doing your own thing is all down to you guys. You took that step. So remember that. It's like I'm grateful that people are thanking me, right, for certain things, but I find thanks hard to take because at the end of the day, it's all you had the confidence. It was in there, just like with Daniel. It was in there. You just needed it to be brought out, and now look at you. You're about smashing it. So keep doing it, man. Keep doing what you are doing. Keep doing what you love. Don't mind anybody else. You know, just keep doing what you love doing, and trust me, as I said, if you're an honest YouTuber, right, and people see your passion and they see that you're genuine, right, and that you're true to your opinions and you're true to yourself, you will get that audience. Trust me. Trust me. Uh, it's a slow burner. Trust me, I was on 52 subs for over a bleeding year or something before things start moving. So don't be disheartened. Never be disheartened either, is another bit of advice. Sure, some of you have actually gotten over 200 subs faster than I did. So you are on the move. Yeah, I know. I will take it. I will. I'm just trying to say, though, that nobody in this community here should sell themselves short. You all have it inside you, right? You just need, sometimes someone just needs to drag it out of you. But it's always been there. That's me point. That's all I'm just trying to say. But I will shut up now and I will take the thanks. So I want to thank you all for thanking me. And I'll leave it there because I was going to say, but it's not necessary. But I'll leave that part out because I'll drive Lee up the wall, right? But thank you. It does really mean a lot to me because if there's one thing I could take away from this whole YouTube experience is to see people like Jack, see people like Daniel and others out there that we've had on this channel doing their own thing now and succeeding. So yeah, brilliant. Yous are all brilliant anyway. So let me go. Well, we're an hour in. I don't think we've anything else to really report on. Doctor Who was trending earlier on as well. Well, let's see if there's any more stuff on as we're talking. Oh, apparently, Twitter hashtag Twitter hates women is trending. I wonder why. Let's see. Let's see what's trending. Sorry, so I got a little bit distracted there, as I always do, don't I? I did watch the first episode of She-Hulk, but I will talk about that soon. But all I will say, just a quick spoiler. Well, not a spoiler. But it's not as bad as everybody's making it out to be, is what I'll say. But I'll go into more detail soon. But I have to say, I really did enjoy the first episode. And that will come as a surprise for some people out there. But as I said, I'm gonna have to stay true to myself, and if I like something, I'm gonna say it, even if the narrative out there everybody hates it. I'm going to tell you. It was the same with Loki. When I said I liked Loki, I got all the hate I got for that. Jesus Christ, that all that hate was unbelievable. But right, I don't think there's any. I'm actually in the wrong. So there we go. Here she is. Let's see. Oh yeah, just briefly. So we'll have to obviously address this. So tomorrow check out for Gabby Guy's channel at 4 p.m. He will have John the White on, who has done a comprehensive investigation into the Noel Clark stuff, and he has uncovered some information which is being thrown up on Twitter. He'll be on Gabby Guy's channel at 4 p.m. But also, he will be here tomorrow on this channel at 8 p.m. to talk about, obviously, the same thing, because we want to keep it in the public limelight, because, get this, J-bots have been attacking Sophia Miles. Sophia. They've been attacking her on Twitter because she actually retweeted John the White. And of course, she got a bit of stick, and there are people out there bragging that they have forced her offline, which isn't true. She's still there, by the way, because she follows me, and I follow her back. But she hasn't left. But these people are celebrating the fact that they've bullied another woman. Now, this person in particular that's doing the bullying was one of the people that supported Tom Vance, who was exposed as a sex pest because he was texting girls inappropriate messages. He was sending inappropriate messages to girls. And this account, along with several others, have targeted Sophia Miles. And what has happened is obviously all hell has broken loose. So they're trying to cancel Sophia for defending Noel Clark. So we will be actually talking about that, because there is an update, because Noel Clark put up an update. So as you know, all you guys can get access to almost anything. So there's the Freedom of Information Act. So basically, if there's anything you want to get your hands on, you can. Well, Noel Clark actually did that for himself, because obviously the Guardian newspaper, the two female journalists behind that article, had claimed that over 20 women had came forward and that some had went to the police. But when Noel Clark got the Freedom of Information Act thing on all of this on himself, it shows, and he actually did a video on this, it shows that no person, not one person, went to the police to report Noel Clark for any crime whatsoever. No report. No police report. Nobody came forward like the newspaper claimed, right, and went to the police. Nobody has ever went to the police. So there was nothing for the police to investigate. So that's why the police came out and said there was nothing to investigate. So Noel is an innocent man. Okay? So give him back his BAFTA. Give him back his membership. Right? And those two journalists, those female journalists who apparently are investigative journalists, well, I'd say go to fucking school and learn how to be an investigative journalist, because an investigative journalist wouldn't put out some rubbish, right, with probably people that have a vendetta against Noel Clark because he gave out to them, right? Because Noel has said when he's worked behind the scenes and he's worked on projects that he's actually quite strict, and he has given out and raised his voice because it's his money, it's his production company, it's his stuff, right? And he wants it to be right. So apparently a few soft heads went to the Guardian. Oh, Noel's a bully. Right? Nobody has gone to the police. And even the bloke that they claim that went to the police, because apparently he abused some bloke. Right? Not one person has gone to the police. He has it in his hands in black and white, the Freedom of Information Act. He got this information because he wants to clear his name, and rightly so. And I have left the offer. I have actually spoken directly to Noel Clarke, and he's replied back to me. I have invited him onto the channel because, you know, I want to let him know that obviously we all support him. But at the same time, I wanted him to come on. Obviously, he didn't have to talk about the stuff that's obviously happening, but he could have come on and spoke about anything, because I just want him to know that we do support him. And we do support him. Not one person went to the police. Not one. So those journalists responsible for that article owe Noel Clarke an apology. In fairness, I would go further to say that those so-called investigative journalists should be sacked. But apparently they're freelancers and they write for different newspapers. But apparently they did a GQ magazine interview which undermines their first article in The Guardian. And this is what John the White is going to be talking about. Now, as you know yourselves, I had a few run-ins with John the White. Even only recently on this channel, I had a run-in with him. But all of that aside, right? All of that aside, and I'm willing to put my personal issues, and so is he, aside to report on this. So he has done a 6-week investigate, and as you know, sometimes I think he goes over the top and stuff, and he knows this, right? But for this one, I've breezed through what he's done, and obviously, I know how he investigates, because obviously both of us exposed the Doctor Who feminist front. We exposed them, myself and John, because myself and John used to actually team up long ago. But obviously I don't always agree with him, and he doesn't always agree with me, and we had a bit of a falling out, but we're willing to put all of that aside, and I've invited him on the channel to actually go over all of the stuff that he has gathered and to talk about it. So he will be on Gobby Guy's channel first. So go and check out Gobby Guy's channel first of all, and then come and join me here on the TARDIS Zone. And obviously then I will have him on. Says a lot about LOL, says a lot about you. Look, at the end of the day, man, look, we had Gobby on the other day as well. Me and Gobby had a falling out, as you know, but we've put that behind us, and he's been on the channel, and we had a great stream, right? People say I can be stubborn, and yes, with some people I can be stubborn, and I'm not going to lie, right? But, sometimes I can just put things to one side and work together for a common goal, a common cause. And that common goal and common cause is to help Noel Clarke clear his name. Oh, okay, no problem. My mom used to make cinnamon toast. Yeah, I don't know about that one now. It's grand, man. It's grand. It's grand. You just broke me confidence there. I'm gonna have to go and cry now. Let's see. So this is the pot. See, this is the people that are actually annoying me here. Like, I mean, they're even putting up artwork of her with Ncuti's doctor. So they're all talking about it right now. So as I said, do not be surprised in the next 12 to 24 hours that this story picks up some traction. Okay? So look out for that. And check out, especially on Instagram as well, because Instagram will be very busy on all of this stuff as well. But look we'll wait and see what happens. But if she does get cast, she's an absolutely fantastic addition to Doctor Who. and we'll actually have a decent companion. And we haven't had a decent companion since Bill Potts, in my opinion. And I know a lot of people don't like Bill Potts, and some people don't like the fact that, in the writing that she told us that she was a lesbian every couple of minutes. But at the end of the day, to me, she was still a great companion. Forget about that dialogue. She was a great companion. And I like that student professor relationship that they had. So we haven't had a good companion since Bill Potts. So I'm looking forward to if this turns out to be true and it's announced. Don't be surprised if this is the next announcement, by the way. If RTD is going to announce anything next, it probably will be the companion, because they normally do cast, obviously, the Doctor, and remember, this casting of the Doctor was done months ago, so they would have known she was leaving Eastenders months ago, and she's filmed her final scenes. So don't be surprised if this is the next announcement by RTD, actually. If there is a next official announcement, this could be the one. So look out for that one. I see you are all talking about toast now. Now you're making me hungry. Fucking hell. Will you all stop with the food talk? Seriously, man. Talking about maple syrup. We have maple syrup in there. Cheryl loves our maple syrup, I have to say. Not a huge fan of maple syrup, but I'll eat it. I'll eat it on pancakes now. But I'm not a huge fan of maple syrup. I don't know why everybody makes a big deal out of maple syrup. I prefer honey. I prefer honey. I dominate the chat. I don't care. Talk away. I'm glad you are all having your own little conversations as well. That's what I love about this channel, and I love about this little community that we have. And Lee, I see Lee is shared in all the little emojis. Obviously, we do have emojis there that have caused a bit of a stir. A couple of people are offended by them. Who gives a flying crap? If you don't have a sense of humor, then I suggest that you get one. Because they're done it in jest, right? And the fact that you actually think we're slagging off Jodie Whittaker, it's clearly her in costume as the Doctor, okay? And all they did was face morph my face onto it. If that actually offends you in any way, seriously, get a sense of humor, right? It's a little bit of fun, okay? And fans are entitled to have a little bit of fun. Do you remember that? When we used to have fun in the fandom, right? That's all it is. A little bit of fun. It's not to be taken seriously. It's nothing sinister. It's not as if I'm saying that Peter Capaldi's Doctor should push Jodie Whittaker's Doctor off a cliff. You know? Anyway, I was even going to say, well, if you are offended, I'll just get the person that created them to create even more, to just offend you even more. I don't give a crap. If you are offended by that, then you are really sad people, because there's a lot more important things to be offended over than pictures. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. And I haven't even mixed them around yet, right? Because I have more that Lee is actually made, right? But I haven't even changed them around yet. Wait till you see the other ones, right? If you think, well, if you watch the videos, you've seen them all, right? But I don't actually give a crap anymore. If you're going to get offended, I don't care. To be offended all you want. At the end of the day, it's a bit of fun. We're not doing it out of any badness or anything like that, right? It's fun emojis for our channel members and subscribers to have a little bit of fun with. And there's also, I noticed you didn't talk about the loyalty badges, though. You know, the loyalty badges with all the doctors. See, is focused on the pictures that offend you instead of, unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Wait till I fix them first now. Yeah, I'll do as I said, man. I know you're busy, so whenever you get them fixed and they're done and they are the way you want them to be, then we will throw them all up again. It means, oh man, it took me hours to put them up, so it's going to be a drag. But once they're done, it'll be great. So, yeah, the loyalty badges are my favorite. Says Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yeah, they're lovely. I like them. I like them. Um, I'm actually am surprised that they didn't pick up the fact that there's no Jodie Whittaker one. Yeah. Oh, that was a funny one. Because when I was showing Cheryl the video, right, and I went from Peter Capaldi to Ncuti, and she laughed. She laughed out loud. She was like, "Oh no, Whittaker." Ah, yeah. It's only a bit of fun, for God's sake. Come on. Oh, by the way, yeah, Bad Wolf 66. So, do you know the way we obviously last year I did two videos. I love Jodie Whittaker, part one and part two. Well, I did put off part three because, the fandom was a little bit crazy at the time. But I'm proud to announce that part three of the love story is going to conclude. And we will have a third video. And yeah, so look out for that when it's done. Bad Wolf 66 is actually working on the images for me, because he worked on the images for the second video. And they were a bit of fun, but of course they were taken very seriously, and obviously the other side caught wind of them, so they got a lot of views as well. But we will be concluding the love story, because this era ends. So yeah, there's going to be a bit of a breakup happening, so you will have to look out for that. Anyway, bit of fun. I'm gonna have fun now. I don't care. I'm not. If these people want to take things seriously, let them. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a laugh. So part three is coming as soon. I'll have to get back in contact with Bad Wolf 66 to see what's happening with that actually. But part three is coming, and I have a couple of breakup songs that I've chosen. I haven't picked one yet. It'll depend on the images. See, this is how I do. This is how I do. This is how I do my videos. I see what the images are like, and then I'm very good at choosing the right song for images. Believe it or not, I do like my music videos. They're some of my favorite videos to actually do. Um, so I can't wait for that one. And Daniel's been looking forward to part, because I put part three off. But it seems fitting, because the series is ending now, that we do the breakup video. So part three will be the breakup video. Oh, the things we do for entertainment in this fandom. The things we do for entertainment. All we need is love. Do 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 do. All we need is love. Love. Do 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 do. Oh, Bono was trending as well, because because he was partying with certain people with the name Trump and Epstein apparently. But we'll say no more on that one, because that would cause a bit of a. If Jody regenerates, will plank become furniture? You never know. You never know. The new doctor might even sit on that new furniture. Twitter thinks Donna Noble is a lesbian. Nobody gives a shit, because she's not. She's married, and she clearly had a child by the looks of things. So breaking up is so hard for who? Good leaving song. What charity has Bono ripped off then now? Oh, well, him, Bob Geldof, and a couple of others apparently were partying with Ivanka Trump and others. But apparently this is before Trump was president. But Epstein or something, it's got something to do with Epstein. I mean, I think they've all been on his fucking island. Your woman Maxine, whatever her name is locked up. But there's a lot more of them that should be locked up and in prison. But anyway, that's a different conversation for a different day, isn't it? So we'll leave that anyway. But yeah, like Lee, I'm very when it comes to Bono and Bob Geldof, they're hailed as these pioneers and they're hailed as these men that have done a lot for charity. But the thing about it is, if you look at the money that Band-Aid actually made, and then they did another one. What was it? Live Aid 2, wasn't it, or something like shit like that, right? There's still poverty. There's still poverty in Africa, right? They literally have made billions, right? This charity, right? So where's the money gone? Where's the money gone? Right now, I know there are corrupt governments and officials, and we all know that, right? So some of the money would be siphoned off that way. But where's the rest of it? Where's the rest of it? I'm not going to point fingers, right? But all I'll just say is those that scream the loudest about, human rights and climate change and all of this other nonsense are normally the ones that are corrupt and are on the take, basically. So I wouldn't be listening to Ant there, and I've never have. Like I respect the two of them for their music. To be quite honest, I do like their music. I'm not going to lie. But other than that, I don't have respect for them as human beings. I really don't. Ireland will tell you, Bono's a twat. And Bob Geldof, well, he's a traitor and a wannabe Englishman. It was an embarrassment when he got on the Thames on that speedboat with a British flag in his hand. He's an Irishman. He's an Irishman, right? So when I saw that, right, you want to be British, you've criticised Ireland for decades now. Do you know what? Stay over there, you twat. Become a British citizen. Renounce your Irish citizenship because you clearly hate us. Right? Imagine being so fucking stupid that you go on the Thames about, stop Brexit from happening. Shut the fuck up. It's nothing to do with you. Seriously, man. Anyway, we leave it there because I don't want to go on too much about Bono because I could do a whole stream on those two. But anyway, I think we'll wrap it up there because I don't really have. Hold on, I got a message on. I always check me messages because it's important. But let's see if there's anything that because I still get sent some stuff by other people. So I'll just check there just to make sure we've covered everything. I think we have. So apparently 1,200 scientists and professionals declare there is no climate emergency. The lies are starting to unravel anyway, but we won't get into that because again, that's another stream, another topic of conversation. But it's all being ridiculous. Anyway, enjoy your journey through time and space. Love your friends, love your family, and stay safe. All says TARDIS Spider, and I think that's a nice way to end the stream. But just to recap one final time before we leave, Rose Ayling Ellis, a girl who I reported on before everybody else did. I said she was going to be Ncuti Gatwa's next companion based on information I had received. In the link description is the original video. So if you want to go and check that out, and you will check when I actually released that video, and you will see that I have reported on it before everybody else. She has now departed from Eastenders is the breaking news in the last 2 hours. She is leaving Eastenders. As I said, we got the announcement that Ncuti's going to be filming in November. She's left Eastenders now and has already filmed her last scenes. Apparently, also, she has went on to RTD's Instagram account and followed RTD. And apparently, she's gone one step further and even liked a post on his account as well. So, you know, as I said, as we have an incredibly high hit record on this channel when it comes to rumors, I would say there is a good bet that this is going to happen. Now, some Doctor Who accounts are reporting on this right now. But as I said, I got there before everybody else. But now, as I said, in the next 12 to 24 hours, this story is probably going to explode. And don't be surprised if there's some articles from Radio Times and the usual suspects on this story. And as I said, not one of them will mention the fact that it was the TARDIS Zone that broke this. But anyway, you know, and that's the main thing. So that is the news right now. As I said, it's being reported by multiple media outlets that she has stepped down in her role as Frankie Lewis in Eastenders. And as I said, we got that announcement only a few short days back that Ncuti was going to begin filming in November. And, you know, she is now free because she obviously has no work lined up. So I say it's a safe bet to assume that the information that I received is probably going to happen. Probably. There's still a chance that it could be a no, but I don't know. But we'll see. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And go and check out Gobby Guy's channel, as I said, for that interview with John the White. And also, as I said, go and check out MCTV, who obviously is talking about Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, and Paul McGann all returning for the 60th anniversary. Again, something we spoke about on this channel a long time ago. So go and check out those videos. Go and support all of those YouTubers that I've mentioned. Jack as well. Go and support Jack. Scottish Stavros and Friends wrestle with pop culture. And of course, Aldred Audio Visual as well. And we got Cinnamon Toast Crunch in there as well. I think they have a channel as well. Go and check them out. There's so many channels that I actually forget. But I see Chris is throwing them in the chat there, and I want to say thank you to Chris and all me mods for keeping the chat a safe environment for everybody too. So I will wait until Chris throws the rest of those links in before I leave. So we've already got Gobby Guy and MCTV's channel in there. As I said, check out MCTV's latest video. It's already up. And check out Gobby Guy. He's already scheduled the video, so it's on his channel. Go and check them out too. So we'll just I'll just wait to see if any of the other links are going in. I think we should be good there. There you go. Daniels is in. And then if you could put Jack's in as well, that'll be absolutely fantastic. And we will leave it there. So I'll get the trailers rolling. Anyway, see you later, folks. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And we will see you all tomorrow.